because I keep forgetting to do that. Let's make sure we're good over there. Okay, excellent connection. Everything's up and good. Um, there's a I'm surprised. Like I didn't know there was a I didn't oh no, today's the patch where they mucked with the deep desert. Today's the thing where they basically split the baby. You need to get in to fix your house. I mean, the server should be up. If as far as I know, the server's up. Like, I think that they finally got, and I'll double check, but I think that they finally got the whatchamacallit up and running. Well, then that's on you, man. Current disruption. Repositories, our team is working to resolve issues as quickly as possible. At the moment, servers are not being displayed. This also affects valid groups. Also, some users are experiencing issues. Also, bug where you may get stuck with your character in the deep desert area. We therefore recommend avoiding this area if possible. Oh boy. Is my server up and since my server's up and running, I'm hoping that we can actually like if I will say straight up, guys, I will literally cancel the stream if we're having problems. Um I haven't been on all day. I'm just waiting on the patch now. Yeah, the patch is running, but G Portal's saying that they're having issues. At least it seems that they're having that's been reported. I don't know that that's still a thing. I don't know if it's up and running. It says our server's running. We'll see if we can get in there. I don't know. I'm looking at 10 minutes to download this patch. Like it's looking at 10 minutes. The data I think is downloaded. It's reserving space and it's telling me I've got 8 minutes and 45 seconds left. I will say this, if there are problems with the server, then we cancel stream for the night. I can't do much about it. I'll go yell at G Portal. Um But that's about all I or not yell at G Portal, but yell at Funcom. That's about all I could do. Um, because I literally don't want to. I have no other place to play right now. I'm not doing anything on a public server, and honestly, given the way that people have been on the public servers, I don't even want to. Like, I'm eager to get to the deep desert to see what the community is like for those of us who have bought server, who are renting servers. Because, like, literally the public's public. What can I say? That's all I could say is it's yeah. We're downloaded and it's updating, so it should be done. It actually should be done pretty quick. I don't think it's now it's saying it keeps going up as far as it keeps going up as the estimated time remaining. And see, I have this set. Steam should just automatically download this shit. Steam should just automatically be downloading it. Like I shouldn't be sitting here waiting for it all day. I think I gotta mess with my Steam setting. Settings, downloads, updates. Let Steam decide when to update. Let Steam decide. Why? Why would? Oh wait, restrict updates between 12 a.m. and 1 a.m. Oh Jesus, that's why. 12 a.m. and 11 p.m. There we go. Now I can literally have it update anytime I want. Hold on one second, guys. Alrighty. Server looks good. Okay, I am still waiting for this shit to download. So I'm waiting for Steam to take its own sweet time with everything that it's got to do to patch the files. Once that's up and running, we'll get into the game. Also, I'm just gonna say, like, I haven't. They could have. I just had a phone call from my doctor, and I'm gonna like, if you're gonna call and say that you're having a hard time scheduling me, at least come with alternate dates ready to go. Yeah, yeah. There is about like dealing with the about like dealing with hemorrhoids. It's about like dealing with hemorrhoids. They're a pain in the ass. No, I mean, don't get me wrong. The doctor's been great. Their staff has been great and everything. But if you're gonna call to say that, well, we can't get you in at that time, at least have dates ready right then. Don't sit there clicking through multiple screens. That's a whole bunch of time I didn't. Well, I mean, fortunately, I was waiting for stuff to download. Okay, so the server looks good, so we're gonna get in there. I'm waiting for the game. Once the game loads, I'll switch over. But
Drink
no,
water, you dehydrated bitch!
I don't want to. How's that? I'm in a cantankerous mood. I'm actually in a really good mood. It's just like, dude, don't hold me on the phone. If you're gonna call and tell me, well, we're having a problem scheduling you, and then you misread what I said the time was that I need to be scheduled for, you need to have options, people. All right, finally, game seems to be loading. So we're gonna switch over. How's it going, Harlow? Welcome in, man. And again, thank you for bearing with me. I didn't realize that we would have to download an update. I figured that what they had done was pretty much server side, at least for that thing. I thought it could be done server side. They I gotta be honest though, I gotta level with you guys. I'm really sick and tired of the PvP versus PvE debate in this game. It is the Discord, you cannot even keep up with the Discord because it's both sides going at it. The subreddit is a hot mess because of it. And people are losing it over the, you know, I get it because I see these griefers. I see the videos of the griefers. I hear about the cheaters. But like everybody's like, oh, the game is gonna die because it doesn't have PvP. Oh, the game is gonna die because it has PvP. And I'm just like, calm down, tranquilo, people. You don't need to be doing that. There will be PvP areas. I'm sure they're gonna even add more PvP areas over time. But we'll see what happens. All I know is right now, half of the deep desert is PvP, the other half is PvE. I'm really glad that we're not playing on public servers because it sounds like everybody's just having a whole fit over it. And hopefully once we get to the deep desert in our nice private world, it won't be as bad as it is on public servers. That's all I can hope right now. And tonight, I'm just going to kick back, relax, and build my base. That's the other thing that I think kind of gets to me. And I'm sorry, I'm having a stream of consciousness moment here. But when you think about it, the number of people that are like, what did they all do?
A large sandstorm is approaching.
Oh, great. A sandstorm in 2 minutes. Wonderful. Is it coming? Is it going to hit us? I think it is going to hit us. If you think about it, when you got the game and you rushed through so much stuff and you logged hundreds of hours already, and you're at the point where you can't how do I put it, you can't, there's nothing for you to do, then you're missing a lot of the game. I really feel like there are people that rush to the end of this without playing it. They just did. You've been cooking in the sun. Well, I mean, dude, I understand
Sector
that.
weather alert. A large sandstorm is
We've been
approaching.
cooking. We're cooking in the sun in the game.
Welcome,
Pusher,
Viking.
thank you for the follow, man. Like, there's tons to do in this game. And honestly, yes, I have not no-lifed it. I have not no-lifed it like I have other games, and I probably could no-life it. I mean, I'd sit here and play this stuff. It's all good, dude. I understand. Like, I've no-lifed games and rushed through stuff before, but like, you're not stopping to smell the roses if you're doing that. Your dumbass bought a quarter of a gallon of water today and still stayed out there for 10 hours. Jesus. Yeah, that's not, dude. That is not nearly enough freaking water, man. I love how that ship is literally flying and about to get hit by the sandstorm. I just want to see if this offers me protection. I love this game, very much enjoying it, and not no-lifing it. It like, well,
Sector
like,
weather alert. A large
I'm
sandstorm is
gonna be
approaching.
no-lifing it. I'm gonna basically be living here, but at the same time, I did good. Okay, I did not build myself a base. I did not build a base until I got to this area. Like, I did not build a base until I got here. When I was in the South Haga Basin, I had a box. I lived in a box. It worked. I avoided what I usually do with survival crafting games, which is I immediately, even with the base materials, build a damn mansion. Okay, I did not do that this time. Now that I'm up north more, now that I'm kind of in a spot where we're going to be living, where there's going to be stuff going on, you know, closer to the mid and end game areas, at least for now, this is the first base, you know? You have a tiny box in South, like, that's all you see, that's all you need. And without spoiling things, we are gonna do a thing tonight, but without spoiling things, there's a good reason not to build a big base. I literally, there's literally a journey step to abandon your first base. So, like, that's part of the experience and part of what they expect. So on that note, you don't, if you built something big, and I'm glad that I found this out ahead of time. Like, I literally, like, I'm sitting there going, oh, I am so glad I made that decision and I didn't build something like super fancy, because yeah, we about to destroy it. Actually, I think, how do I do this? Do I go here and abandon base? You know, the Subfief console will be destroyed and the base and all its contents will be free for anyone to take. That's fine. My base is gone. That's the journey step. Now I can start doing more stuff. And now, oh, look at that. See? We destroyed the base, and now we've got like 25 new schematics available. It's like, oh, yeah, now you can research things. I've got a better blood extractor. Well, actually, I think oh no, I can research it. Dew Reaper. That will do. A medium blood sac for sure. Better improved blood purifier. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Let's see. New weapons. What did we get? Unfixed Chris knife. Oh, no, we don't have that yet. Kirab heavy armor. We have Kirab scout armor. We do have new guns. Let's see. Standard Karpov. Continue to make this looks like that's a submachine gun. A better Holtzman shield. I don't know. See, I still have a bunch of intel. The game rewards you for playing it, but in a satisfying. Well, see, that's the thing, and that's what made. I loved Conan. I loved Conan for the fact that. Oh wait, let me see what this is. Hold on. Standard disruptor. Find penetration points on the shield. Once inside a Holtzman shield, they trigger a static pulse and back. Ooh, that's a good one. The thing is like, as a veteran of Conan, everything that we did in Conan, all of the fun stuff that we did in Conan. If you've played Conan, you get the way that this game is gonna progress, and I'm here for it. Um, so I kind of knew what I was getting into. I get no, I guess that's a bug. Oh no, slaver still suit. So we can make a better still suit. I'm not gonna research. Oh, these are steel products. We can actually start. I should have gone for these. You know what? We're gonna save some because I still need to research. Let's see, repair station. That is gotta be like number one. Bigger chests, and we all want a bigger chest. The cutter ray, better power pack. I should have just researched these. We'll get more points, obviously. I can repair buggy booster. Oh, we can get the buggy now too. The buggy is the buggy is one of the next things, but we've got other stuff to do first. Handheld resource scanner. We got so much stuff to research. Everyone wants bigger chests unless you're Thyla or Raven. I mean, yeah, that's pretty much true. That's pretty much true. Okay, so I'm not gonna do the second trial right now. Honestly, my goal right now is to continue building and do more building tonight. So the downside is I do wish that I had, well, I mean, eventually I do need to build stuff. I do need to build. Do I have, I don't have. All right. The first thing that I want to do though is I do want to go and I want to I'm gonna refill my container. We're going to make sure that we're good on water. There's a whole bunch of stuff that we got down to research though. Still good on guns. Gonna go looking for resources. I need metal. I still need more stone. We're gonna go get more of that. That's the plan. Come on, let me out. I'm gonna go get us a bunch of stone. I think that I'm only gonna, for right now, I'm just gonna go 2 levels high with the base. What's up, Muffin? I'm just gonna go 2 levels. I'm not gonna go. There is a lot more that I want to add to this base. I will make this base bigger over time, but I'm not going to go. I want to get it set up. I want to get everything I need in place, and then we can expand on it. Because this one's a little bit more permanent than what we had in the south. Also, just got in from walking the dogs and letting them swim. What's up, dude? I'm just like, we got the game updated. Everything's good to go. And I'm just like, I have spent so much, way more time than I really wanted reading all of the back and forth on the PvP versus PvE issue. And I was kind of whinging on that a little bit because, you know, it's a PvE game. I think that one of the things, I think we're going to be sheltered from a lot of the bullshit just by being on a private server, though. Like, we're not going to have to deal. There probably will be people that we have to deal with that are going to be irritants. But for the most part, if we want to avoid a lot of the stuff that I've seen, I think we're going to avoid that because we're actually paying for servers. Like, I really think that private servers and that community is going to be a little bit more or a little bit less toxic than what I've been seeing with public servers. Because there's people just being the people who, there are a lot of people who want to PvP, but they want that PvP to matter. And there's others that just want to gank everybody. Like they're already like, okay, I'm fine. If I can't PvP in all of the deep desert, I'm just gonna start dropping thumpers on everybody farming. And I'm like, okay, so basically what you're saying is your entire enjoyment out of this game is just making other people's lives a living hell. And that doesn't work. It was like, that's, if you want to do that, go play GTA 5. Just go play GTA. Go play GTA, grind it until you've got a Harrier jet, jump in your Harrier, and go just start dropping bombs on people as they're driving down the freeway, okay? Now, PvP with a purpose for, I'll give you an example. So my idea for PvP is this, and it's hard to enforce. They could not enforce this in Age of Conan, and I have yet to see a game actually manage to do this. Thank you for the alert, dude. I have yet to see a game actually manage to really implement this, and I really think it needs it's hard to do unless you've got people watching 24/7. And that's, PvP should have a purpose. It shouldn't just be, oh, I'm going to kill you because you're there, you exist, and you're in a PvP zone. I have to say that in the PvP RP server I was on Age of Conan, that happened now and then, and I had dealt with gankers, but at the same time, there was also plenty of people that were... Okay, for example, you're in a resource gathering zone, because in Conan, in a lot of cases, when you were farming for materials, there were literally specific zones that you went to farm in. And they were big open areas that had just about every material you needed, right up to and including the top tier materials. You just had to go spend the time farming. If you're in there farming and somebody comes in and it's a PvP, open PvP thing, okay, yeah, I thoroughly expect to fight PvP. I've seen public server PvP and Holy Hell do a lot and get super... Like, I guarantee this game is one of them where they're doing that. Like, I 100% expect to possibly have to keep my head on the swivel and fight over resource nodes. I expect that even more in Dune, because, like, the entire premise of the books and movies is everybody either openly hot war or quiet war is at war for resources. They're fighting over this planet. So it makes sense to have, you know, it does make sense to have open PvP. That being said, I also understand not wanting to deal with PvP regularly. There's a shipwreck over there. Now, see, you see that shipwreck right there? That shipwreck literally is a PvP zone on this server now. You can literally go, if I go over to that shipwreck right now, I will be flagged for PvP, and others can come and they can try to fight me. I'm going to go try to go there, because I haven't been to a shipwreck yet. So there is open PvP in the Haga Basin. It's just not as much, and I think that that's where, I think that that's where kind of the disconnect has come in, is people spend 90% of their time in PvP, and they don't spend it in, there's the PvP doesn't come in till towards the end, and they're not even aware of the PvP. I gotta look here. Like, dude, I'm literally on drum sand right now. I'm literally right next to a giant... People get unnecessarily salty in PvPvE games. I'll be honest with you, there's plenty of times where I feel like... There's plenty of times where I feel like that makes sense, though. Come on. Bitch. The thing is, though, I can understand getting salty in some cases. There are literally people, and I'm not saying that this is everybody, but there are literally people who will there are people who literally spend all of their time doing nothing but killing people for fun and stacking bodies. That's not fun. Ooh. Ooh. See, I feel like I need a Thopter. I don't feel like it's... I feel like it's really not safe to be doing with the worms around. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. That's what I was afraid of. The game gives you an active disclaimer saying, hey, you can be attacked anywhere, anytime. Your assault is invalid. It's only valid if there's no warning. Otherwise, you can just keep playing from there. You accept the consequences. See, you know what? I do agree with that. I agree with that too. That's the part that I do agree with. And one of the things that they did say early on with this game was that you were going to be the end game. Well, not the end game, but that the deep desert was going to be PvP completely. Where I do agree that they messed up a little bit is they've made it in such a way so that way the only way to progress to tier 6 and get those materials was to go to the deep desert or buy stuff off of the auction houses. Now, here's the problem with the auction houses. I almost feel like I'm better off trying to walk to that shipwreck. I just don't trust not getting attacked by a worm. Like, I literally don't. I don't trust getting attacked by a worm. Doesn't tell you you're a PC soon, at least not that I saw at some shipwrecks. That's something that you have to understand from what the game... It does. It's not going to tell you that you're in a PvP zone. If you're on a server that has PvP, you're going to be in a PvP zone fighting over that freaking piece of land, or the thing. I'm gonna try doing this way. I'm gonna race across here, because that sandworm came up fast. Like, I barely got a warning, and there was a sandworm. I'm trying to figure out the easiest way to this ship and not end up... Okay, we're going to cut over to that island. The only shipwreck I know isn't PvP is in the beginning of the game. See, once you get into the deep desert, those landmarks are all PvP. But what they did do... So, right now, the auction house is... There's nobody's selling anything. This is a super tired argument. Star System, but SE has some problems on it, mainly being its lack of player support in secure areas. So, the thing that I have realized in watching this argument and this debate, and I think Funcom is kind of doing the right thing in how they've quote-unquote split the baby, because they really split the baby. Yes, I will say straight up that when the game came out, we all knew this. Anybody who was paying attention knew this. That bastard's literally right there. Anybody who plays the game understood this. Is that right off the bat, the end game or the end area was going to be PvP. However, the mistake that I think they made is that because they locked end game progression for building and for schematics and for gear behind that, is when they kind of screwed over the player base a little bit that doesn't want to PvP.
Raiders are inbound. Shield wall now.
Mr. Beetle, thank you so much for the raid. They screwed them over. Oh shit. Is there a worm close by? I don't want to get off my bike because the bike is actually okay, so this is a safe spot. I'm going to see if we can get down to that ship without triggering a worm. Thank you so much for the raid. I have a few more eyes for you. I have to go eat. Cheers, dude. Go eat. Go eat. Thank you so much for the freaking raid, though. I really appreciate it. I hope that you had a good stream. The thing is that you don't want to lock the player base out of that. Like, you can't lock everybody out of those materials. Son of a bitch! He's guarding that shit. He's literally guarding that shit. I think you need a thumper. Love to play it for the story and lore. Maybe like Conan, I can learn something about the Dune universe more. I haven't read the books. I saw it has a nice quested story. This has a great story. Oh, oh, did you see that? He just ate the ship. He just ate the damn ship. I have not seen that happen. This was free from the starter side of this argument. All the military parts were locked behind PvP areas. Yeah, you can really buy them for a price. My argument being, in that aspect, if you're going to complain about PvP, why do you want the PvP parts? So okay, so this is the thing. I am not complaining about the PvP. I honestly think, I honestly believe that it should have stayed PvP. And it's still PvP. This is, I haven't even gotten to this. Now, if the tier is game-changing on a base level, it makes sense. The tier is game-changing. I have one of the perma outside my base. I was putting foundations down, and I think put one in the mesh, and now I have a pet worm. You have a pet worm? Nice. That's awesome. I think that we should be able to get a pet worm. Anyways, no, Karen, see, this is the thing. This is where I think, and let me get, so let me go, no joke, every 15 minutes. Oh, wow. No, we've got a worm, like, this area that I put my base in, and this area in general has had a lot of worms. That's the first time I've seen one eat a ship. So they kept PvP. The best stuff in the deep desert, the really, truly best schematics, and the biggest resource nodes are still PvP in the deep desert. But what they did is they made half of the deep desert into a PvE zones with lower resources and fewer points of interest, so people can go in and at least get their spice, and I'm like, that's not bad, because there's going to be times where I don't feel like sweating, so just let me sit there, let me go into the deep desert, do some farming, and not have to keep my head on a swivel. Now, where I think that this becomes a bad idea, and again, I don't know what it's going to look like for us, because we're on our own server. Like, it literally, we're on our own server. I ain't got to worry about it as much. But I think that one of the things that it kind of screws over is the deep desert's not huge, period. It's not huge. It's nowhere even near as big as this map. So the end result is going to be that you've taken all of the PvP players. You've taken all of the ones that want a PvP, and the ones that that want a PvP because, well, it's part of the game, it's part of the world, it's part of the lore, and you've stuck them into a very small area with the griefers, with the ones who are literally there to gang up on and gank as many people as possible, because that's what they enjoy doing. That's literally the only reason they play the game. And I think that is, you want the hold my beer statement on this based on how you explained it? Yeah, what's the hold your beer statement? I mean, I'm kind of like, it doesn't really matter as much to me. I'm good with the PvP decision that they've made. I was also good with the deep desert being full PvP. What I want to be able to place a pillar right here to support that, and I can't, and it bothers me. That's what I want right now. I want to be able to place a pillar like I did for this. If you're a PvP player complaining about this, quit being a puss. Yeah, you know, I understand it, though. I do understand, but at the same time, yeah. I think making it harder, so if let's say it is part of the lore, and I agree, and this is where I'm more on the pro PvP side of things. I got this game knowing that there was going to be a PvP focus, especially towards the end. You think the idea of griefers being pitted against bigger guilds is fine? Well, the problem is the griefers aren't in there going... The griefers get in there, and they run and tuck tail at the first sight of actual organized resistance. But they are in there watching for that one solo guy that came in to farm some materials because he wants to progress to tier 6. And they just nuke him. The griefers always win that long term? Nah. The griefers are out to just grief people. Yeah, you're that one solo guy, Vertigo. And see, I talk tail when I see them. See, as long as you've got, to me, if you've got a means to escape, which the fixes they did to the ornithopters sounds like it makes it easier to get away. Perfect. I think that that's great. I think that that's perfectly fine. Okay, I gotta start building. While we're sitting here talking, I gotta start building. I think that this section, this side here is gonna be, Build Guild is there to fight, the Griefer is there to cause problems. Yeah, the guilds, but there are guilds filled with griefers too. There are literally guilds filled with griefers. That's the big problem. It was available to play that way before the fix even. You go booster, grab small amounts, and you really can't get... See, this is the thing that honestly, this is the thing that I don't understand, and maybe it's a problem on some... Maybe it's a problem on some of the servers, but every bit of PvP that I've seen so far out of this game from other people that are playing, they're not dealing with a lot. They're just... They were there in the deep desert. They were farming. They were having a good time. Like, I don't get... maybe I'm missing something, but I didn't see... I didn't see a lot of... I didn't see griefing. I saw a couple of instances of, hey, you know what? This is dangerous. But I didn't see griefing. Maybe I'm missing something. But I didn't see it. Like, I didn't see it that way. I just didn't see it. The takeaway is people want to solo, drop a sandcrawler, max greed, and feel like that's gonna go well. Yeah. SC has GrieferNet. What is GrieferNet? Well, a way to report griefers? I think that Funcom, and then when they lose it, all that, they go bitch on Reddit. Yeah, they do. They do. I think so. I think you're right, Vertigo. I think that you're pretty much spot on in that assessment. Let's see. I don't want corners. What do I got? Do I have a... I don't want a grounded roof. Wait, I think I put that there. See, I kind of made this a little bit funky. It's an entire 600-man org full of griefers. See, that'd be miserable. Probably a world that has the issue of its pirate software, so be it. He doesn't seem to be very popular lately with some of his hot takes. And I'm not going to even get into that argument. I'm just going to leave it at that. I think I kind of mucked this up. Actually, you know what? We're going to do this. Oh, shoot. Demolish. We're going to make this one. The roofs. Rooftop 2. We're just going to make this one this. We're just going to make that. Not all PvP is griefing, even if it's not consensual. No, I know. Okay, so there is... I agree. But, like, literally... Okay, this is to me, this is griefing. If you are sitting there, not even talking about other stuff, that he has a big following of those types, and that's what they do if you happen to be on the world with them. Oh, yeah. No, I'm with you. This is the thing, Karen. See the statement above that. On the flip side, PvP need to learn the difference between PvP and griefing. So, now you're talking about the other stuff. Before you respond. Which response above that? About, I just see the entire org is full of griefers. The GrieferNet remark. Am I missing something? Because my response is going to be, the people need to know the difference. Okay, that was actually what I was going to respond to. But here's, to me, this is the difference. PvP, consensual or non-consensual. I'm in there harvesting. I'm in there harvesting. I go into the deep desert solo. I'm trying to now. Granted, you need to be like the mouse in this game, and you need to learn to move among the sands and do all this stuff to kind of keep your head on a swivel and be present. But I also think now that the one thing that I do think though is that if I go into the deep desert, I expect to encounter PvP. And I also, honestly, because I know the internet, I expect to, encounter griefers. But what I don't expect is, or not, I don't expect it. So let's say I go into the deep desert, right? I'm doing my thing, and there's going to be, I know that there's going to be PvP. I know it. It is what it is. It's not a big deal. It's PvP. But if I go into the deep desert and I keep going, like I go into the deep desert, I'm trying to mine. I just want to mine some stuff. And the same person is literally tracking me down all the time, killing me. That's griefing. That to me is griefing. And that's the kind of stuff that would piss me off. It pissed me off. It literally pissed me off. You camp nodes. If you're camping nodes and keeping anybody from mining anything, and you're just doing it to keep stacking bodies, that's just kind of some bullshit, in my opinion. Actually, you know what? I think that... Let's see. See, I want to find... That's a triangle. Angled roof inwards corner. So that, I mean, don't get me wrong. Yeah, there's probably, I would honestly say that for the most part, most of the player base is not going to be that way, but that is a thing. And I do understand people being annoyed with that. I would get annoyed with it after a while. Now, what they say is that at that point, well, suck it up, get some friends, go back and kick their asses. Well, if you ain't got any friends, then you can't really do that. And that's a complaint that I see as well. Now, that just means to me you need to go get some friends. Trying to figure out with these roof pieces. You know what? Actually, it may be... We might want to do that. That does that. And then what I do want to do, build. It is for sure. That is not intended in general, but also I come back to greed. If you know they are always in one spot, don't go there. That's a fair statement too. I don't disagree with that statement. But it's when they begin to literally be tracking people down and they're just constantly griefing or constantly going after you that, yeah, that gets old real quick. And I understand it getting old, and I understand people not wanting to deal with that. Personally, this is how I look at it. It's Doom. It's literally a game that was 100% meant to have PvP. That is just the reality of it. So you're gonna have some PvP. You're gonna have it. There's no getting around that fact. I just like that the changes that they made gave me a chance, or gave people a chance to go in and farm, but still maintain PvP. I just, as long as it maintains, and I think there will be more PvP content over time. There needs to be. It's Dune. It's freaking Dune. I'm just over reading about it. It's like you can't scroll the subreddit without every thread being about PvP. The Discord, everything right now is about PvP. And it's getting like, I can also see, I mean, honestly, a lot of the people posting about the PvP that are on the PvP side are being dicks. big caveat to repeatedly killing someone is if there's a group doing a big objective that takes a while and you keep coming back and getting killed, you're actually closer to creeping in there. I agree with that. I do agree with that. I honestly agree with that. Like, you know, I mean, my take on the whole thing, and I've said this before, is I think that PvP, should be more faction based. I think that also it's a nice thing to see in general that they have enough control over the game to split the game in half quickly. Means they could probably tweak that till it feels the best. Exactly, because I honestly think that that's going to change. And you know what? You know what's funny? I think that, and I actually think that this is a great idea. Is you turn the deep desert into almost a war zone setting where it adjusts in the size of the PvP areas regularly. Some days there's more, some days there's less. The one thing I think that they do need to fix, honestly, this is straight up, I honestly think they need to fix this. I don't really think that they should be having, I don't think you should be able to build your base over resource nodes. Like, you shouldn't be able to block nodes with a base. And you shouldn't be able to block, like, passage movement with a base. Like, I really think that that's some... Oh, shoot. I didn't mean to do that. I really think that that's kind of bogus. You saw that a lot of that happened in Conan. And has happened in other survival games where, like, a big... Either just one person or a big guild will 100% screw everybody going for a resource node because they threw a base up over it that you can't get into. And with the limited resource nodes they put in the whatchamacallit now, that's going to become even messier. I just see it becoming very messy. It's already, people are already showing where they've put up bases that shouldn't necessarily be there. Like, you shouldn't be able to build over a copper node. Overall, though, I'm going to get to the PvP area. I'm going to PvP. I'm not... Actually, you know what? I don't like that. That's a good cap roof, but I don't like that for this. 100%. You should be able to block game progression. And that's the thing, is that a lot of people are doing that now. A lot of these guys, a lot of these people got so pissed because now they can't gank that they're literally finding other ways to screw with people. And I think that that's not right. Like, they literally said, okay, you know what? Fine. If I can't outright kill everybody that shows up in that area, I'm going to go and I'm going to just take and start dropping thumpers all over the PvE zone if I see somebody farming nodes. And they're already doing that. And I think that that's not right. Like, that's being a dick. Let's see. I don't know. Is a half wall going to do that? A half wall is just what I need. Worm trying to eat your base just now again? Dude, I'm so close. Like, look at this. I built my base right here. I literally step outside, I'm on drum sand. Like, I have a very short thing to get to, and I'm gonna be on drum sand. Which I actually think is pretty freaking funny. I think that's just hilarious. Let's see now. Okay, I've gotta build. Let me take a look at this. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna take these two out. Well, these four. What we're gonna do is demolish that. I don't know. I'm a huge griefer in Star Citizen because when we're doing the event, if it doesn't have the blue party marker, they're red. I don't care if you keep coming back. I look at the event. Yeah, but that's an event area. That's an event thing, dude. That's different. Or am I in Western Vermilius? What do you mean Western Oh no, I'm in Eastern, I think. Yeah, I'm over here. I'm like just outside of the Anvil. I'm just down here. I'm in Eastern. Yeah, I'm in Eastern Vermilia. Or Vermilius. Vermilia. I'm in Eastern Vermilia. Yeah, I constantly get reported because they'll be like, add me to the party. Well, I mean, let's see. So, video games have, video games have taught me anything is trust nobody. That's kind of fair. Let's see. I need to see about how we could attach this the way that I want to. I think that this is gonna end up being a little bit messy. Oh shoot. Oh, maybe not. Let's see here. This is where I talk about how we spend time you know, figuring out the jank and then making the jank work in our favor. Let's see. That half wall can go in here. I think that we're gonna have, yeah, this is gonna be half wall here works. And then roofs freaking everywhere, man. That goes there. All right, who's sniping? I heard the sniper shot. That's probably Marcus. I know he runs around with the sniper gun. We had one guy that was there farming weapons the other day. I killed him. He cried about it in chat, which let everyone know that what we were doing. So I spent 45 minutes killing him at the event temporary spawn instead of respawn for the boss fight. Until he reset back to the station. Now, see, I'm gonna be honest. At like, if you kill somebody once, you've killed somebody once. There's no need to keep killing people. Like, that's where I say, I'm sorry, you're almost griefing at that point. That would just get old quick. Now, yes, it is his fault for coming back, especially if he's not challenging you. But like, spawn camping is just dirty pool, dude. Keeps coming back and shooting. Okay. If he that at that point, then you're that. Now, see, if you had added that to the end, I would not have said that I saw that as griefing. Like, I literally would not. I would have said you were in the right, and I think you're in the right in that instance. Okay, I gotta keep remembering to not use whatchamacallit. And told everyone in global where we were and what we were doing. Oh yeah, no, at that point, fuck that guy. you know, at that point, now knowing all of that, yeah, he gets no sympathy. If you were just killing him, I mean, honestly, yeah, it's his fault for constantly coming back. But if that's the case, that's what he was doing. Nah. You could have had, yeah, in a Star Citizen server. Yeah. See, that's the other thing. Well, I mean, I don't know how many instances I don't know how many people are allowed in the deep desert at one time. I really don't. Wedge walls. This is coming together. Now this part's coming together nicely. I think it's 100 total. See, I haven't, like, this is the other thing. This is the other thing that I'm just like, I'm not even that far in the game yet. I just am speaking in general on how I think that how game theory should be. But But I'm like literally over here. Okay, I just got north of Haga Basin, and I was just abandoned my old base. Now we're in here. You know, I'm having fun just building and enjoying the game and exploring. And everybody's over, oh my god, the PvP is terrible. Oh my god, I can't do this. And I'm just like, dude, you rushed through the game way too fast. I really think a lot of people rushed way too fast. And oh, the funniest thing is to watch the people that wanted PvE. There's a lot that I'm seeing. What I'm seeing now is what I've been seeing now is that actually, you know what? That roof. People literally I saw a video posted today that since they added in that things that PvP or PvE players could do their thing and not have to worry about this, that, or the other thing. They're all in there. People rush. Same thing with WoW, and I think that's why Funcom said it's not an MMO, just a distance from that group. Yeah, they literally had, like, they were showing, okay, they were at one of the research stations or whatever. There's like 20 people zerging the freaking research station, and there's no PvP. And they're all complaining now that they've got to wait forever for this, that, or the other thing. And I'm just like, wait. Isn't that what you wanted? You wanted the PvE area, and you wanted PvE only. Now you're going to sit there and wait for the cooldown? Oh, I'm sorry. Not. Okay, yeah, there we go. That's what I was looking for. And we're going to leave that the way it is. Like, you wanted the PvE area, and half of the deep desert is now PvE. I think they just need to make the deep desert bigger. I think it needs to be the size of this map. Like, I think it needs to be the size of the Haga Basin. Then I think it'd be a little bit more, I don't know, how do I put it? It would be more spread out. Like, now that you've put people into a smaller box, it's just made that box. You think 10% PvE zone? Yeah, I don't disagree. Well, see, this is the thing. I think there should be more. Oh, okay. The best of everything obviously should be in the PvP zone. We can agree on that, right? Like, literally, that's the risk reward of it. However, you should be able to, at a much lower rate, if you wanted to stay 100% in the Haga Basin, which is pretty much PvE, if you wanted to stay 100% in the Haga Basin and never PvP, there should be a means, even if it's at a much lower rate, to get spice, which I know that you can get spice in the Haga Basin because I've seen the spice blows. I think maybe the shipwrecks should carry, you know, the ones that randomly drop and spawn. Those ones should be like, they were coming from the deep desert and carrying a bunch of stuff. I also think that once the economy settles out and once you have more people, like you could literally make a living in the game probably going into the deep desert and farming. Yeah, there's definitely spice around. So at that rate, then what's the deal? Why are we why is everybody like, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I think that, like, except for certain things, I guess, that you can't get in, there's certain things that you can't get in Haga. But if that's the case, then I don't know, maybe there's work to be done on that to make it happen. I'm just throwing stuff out here. I'm kind of like, I'm not in a oh, that's exactly the wall that's awesome. Let's see. I'm just spitballing ideas here. Obviously, you want everybody to get as much enjoyment as they can out of the game. There are 4 resources you can't get in Haga. Then make it so you can at least get them easier, maybe in whatchamacallit. Let's see. Oh, that's not gonna work. Let's see. Demolish that one. That works though. Oh, you know what? That I see how we're gonna have to do this. I will say one thing. I freaking love these building pieces, man. Like, I love how the building works in this. I love the construction. Is that gonna work? Yeah, I think that works. No, that doesn't work. Okay, I said I loved it, so now the game's gonna hate me. Or I'm gonna just have a harder time figuring it out. Actually, roofs. Let's see here. This one. We'll buck up there. What the heck is that? Oh, that's a worm. See, that worked for that, and it does kind of work for that. Oh, I think I see what I'm gonna have to do here. I'm just gonna have to, this side is gonna have to be, because I mean, I'm gonna be honest, one of the things that I never, Ark, I'll use Ark as a perfect example. I never ever played on a pub server in Ark. Why did I never play on a pub server in Ark? Because I knew damn well, and anybody who's played Ark knows this, if you're playing on a pub server, that became very bad very quickly. That became very bad very quickly. It was very, people were literally going in and destroying people's shit, setting out their dinosaurs free. And I never saw an option. Maybe I missed out, but I never saw an option for a non-PvP server. So that's why I never was dealing with that. Or I wasn't going to deal with that, I should say. That's kind of messed up. I gotta figure out how we're gonna do this cap. That's weird. I also think people didn't give enough time. I'll be honest. I think people didn't give enough time overall to let the actual game economy, the actual, like, you know, harvesting and everything, they didn't give that enough time. I don't think they gave that enough time to really kick in. What's your opinion, Marcus? I kind of screwed myself on this one. Oh, no, I didn't. There we go. Now, I just had to find the right piece. I mean, honestly, we all kind of had this conversation in Discord. We've all sat there and said that 100%, like, it's meant to have PvP. That's why I said going into this, our server was going to have PvP. Now, it was obviously going to be PvPvE, but it was going to have PvP. And we do. And I encourage it, but I also said that if you're coming into this, if we bring people into the server, and those people are, I don't know if that's actually coming towards us or going away from us. I also said that, you know, if people came into the server and all they were doing was killing people over and over and over again, and that was it, and they weren't actually playing the game, and that was their fun, then they can find that fun elsewhere. Fight me over a resource node? Sure. You know, get into a full war over this. Yeah, I want rules of engagement for the server. And see, that leads me to another thing. That's where Funcom has a problem, and all games have a problem that have open free-for-all PvP. If you and they had this problem with Age of Conan, because I would play it on RP. I played on their RP PvP server in Age of Conan, and I can tell you right now that got messy. And it got messy for a very it got messy because the idea was, if you were on an RP server with PvP, there had to be a reason for the PvP. That was the understood. It was kind of the understood rules of it, and a lot of people that were on that RP server, they adhered to that. But I literally remember, and I used this as an example before, Age of Conan. I am a level 80 tiered and geared character. I am running to a raid. I get jumped and ganked by 5 level 40s. That should never have happened. That should never have happened. Number one, a level 40 can't beat a level 80 NPC. Well, that's Conan Exiles, and yes, you do. But this is what I'm gonna get to. You can't in an MMO enforce that kind of rules. You know, you can't enforce that kind of logic. Where you can enforce it is in a game like this. Like, I can say for a fact that if you come on this server and you cause problems, there's going to be rules around that. What Funcom can't do is they can't really enforce that in the deep desert, at least not 24/7. Now, you can report somebody for being an asshole, and they may get dealt with, but you cannot. I want to see something here. I want to find a better roof. You can't expect, like, Funcom to be instantaneous patrolling and policing everything at that time. You really can't. It would be great if they could be, but they won't be. And that's where I think that one of the issues is going to come in is they can't be patrolling it all the time. So people are going to get upset when these things happen. Now, I'm not able to patrol my server all the time either. I can tell you that right now. I am not up 24/7. I have a day job. I'm a mostly responsible adult. You know, I actually think we're going to change this. Kind of feel like this needs to be, it kind of works. It's weird having it do this. I'm a mostly responsible adult, so I have a day job. I have things that I have to do, but, you know, there are people that can patrol things, and we have a Discord, so I can kind of manage the server. Like, I can sit there and I can be like, okay, we've had the reports that, you know, Bob over here is just constantly griefing and killing everybody, and that's all he does, and he's not even got a base. He just came in and started, you know, shooting everybody, and or this, that, or the other thing. Okay, fine. You know what? Bob's gone. Bob is no longer on the server. I can't do that. You can't do that in the deep desert. So you go to the deep desert, and there's always going to be that risk. I need to drink water, both here and in real life. I really do need to. I do need to. I think that we might add some. There might be more added to the top of that. Right now, I just got everything sealed. At least we've got some. Some stuff. I may have to go and get more water, though. I may need to do a water run. Yeah, I need to go fill up. I need to go fill up the. I need to fill up the blood. So we're gonna go kill some people. And that's one of the things I said at the outset. You know, we're going to manage this server. We're going to run it where PvP is allowed. I mean, we'll probably even get into silly PvP fest where we're goofily killing one another just for shits and giggles. But it won't be a gank fest. At least not in Haga. Conan with friendly fire was hilarious at times. Rob, I say hey before I call it quits for the night. Beb, I hope that you're doing good. It's good to see you. Ow. Did you just die already? I forgot these guys take more to kill. Like, I can't just murk them like I did down in the south. So guys, if you're enjoying hanging out here and you're enjoying even listening to me rant a little bit in this conversation, please do drop a follow. It'd be greatly appreciated. So basically, I have decided to live in Dune, so we're going to be here most nights. We also have this is a private server. It is provided by G-Portal. We will be playing regularly on it, and I need a better blood extractor. Shit. Actually, can I make? Oh, you know, I should probably work on not only that, but where is it? Crafting. I don't think I can make the. I can't make. What do I need for that? Oh, more salvage metal. That's easy enough to get. Literally some right here. I know I have the repair station, but I don't really care. These things are I'll just throw them in the art recovery. And I am looking for people to join in the server. There are some rules. I mean, there is, you know, you gotta be part of the community, blah, blah, blah. But we are looking for people to join the server and join us in the fun that we are having with this game. Because it is a really good game. I think that it's got a long life ahead of it. And I think that only being just because it's like, it's the first 2 weeks. Give it time to cook. Give them time to tweak. I didn't mean to make 2. I didn't mean to make... How many did I make a bunch? I did. I ended up almost making a ton. We'll just put it here. I almost crafted max, but all of that and the bodies disappeared. Ugh. Oh, there's a cave up here. I can... It's so funny. Like I did all the stuff. I got the blueprint for this freaking for the really good gun down in Haga South. And then you come up here and find out, wait a minute. This is okay, it's the quest for better armament. I do want that sniper rifle, though. That's gonna be fun. Let's see. Sneaky, sneaky. Little pokey pokey. I love doing that. I absolutely the abilities and the movement in this game, I think, is one of the other things that literally makes the game for me. Being able to move like we can, kind of being able to be a little bit strategic and put ourselves in positions that are advantageous to us. It is a nice bit. But I do need blood. I need water. Okay, so that is iron ore. I didn't. You know what? That's the first Sardaukar ship I've seen up here. Mainly because I'm not paying much attention to nighttime. I was building. Um, 6. Okay, what do we got over here? Take that. We're gonna take scrap metal too. Ooh. I do have skill. I've got like right now. I don't even have anything to put my skill points into because I haven't progressed more story yet. Not the construction. Oh, is that? Oh, is that? Really? Oh, 2 marks. This one is so stuck into the freaking. Oh. There we go. I was like, this one's so spawned, so stuck into the thing, you can't get it all. That would have been Conan level jank. Get your nails out of my chair, Missy. Yeah, see, look, that sandworm's literally going straight at my base. Oh, he passed it. I think he went to Marcus's pillbox. Okay, I've got to start setting up some stuff in the... Now I've got some blood. Not a lot, but enough. We got to start putting in, see, under research. That's the better power pack. Iron products, advanced construction kits. Advanced subbeef console. Oh, the Chome facility. So that's why I can build the Chome facilities then. That's the Sandbite Mark II. We'll get that in a little bit. What other stuff? Oh, wind turbine. Available power for base production units requires lubricant for application placed close to a subbeef console with the construction. Ooh. Okay, I'm just looking at what I can do. What I can do. Artisan cart. See, these are. Oh, that's the steel. Basic protection. Hello, protection at darts, but it's weak to blades. No protection from the elements. Okay. I'm looking at everything because I haven't like. That's the Holtzman shield. Yeah, we definitely are gonna want that. I'm just looking to see wind trap, water from the environment over time, are routable between. Oh yeah, we getting that. And I have enough to research that. Water is love. Water is life. So now I've got to go back. You know, actually, you know what they should have just done? They should have probably just added a means to flag for PvP. Like, go into the deep desert, flag for PvP, and that does an automatic increase to whatever you're doing. Now that I think about it, that would have worked better. What the hell? I know I shot them in the head. Yeah, like plus 100%. Like the moment you go into the deep desert, you flag for PvP, and suddenly everything's improved. There's other games that have done that. Like there's literally other games that do that right now, and I think that that's an even better idea, because then you have the whole deep desert to wander in. You get better resources, you get more of them, and you get there's the risk versus reward. And then if somebody shoots you, I mean, if you're not flagged for PvP, you ain't got anything to worry about, right? You could just laugh at it, be like, I'm not flagged for PvP. Like, that's what they did, and I'm gonna use this as an example, and maybe it's not a great one because people have their feelings and whatnot, but it is what it is. I do still enjoy the game a bit. Is, you know, that's what they did with Skull and Bones. Is because originally it was supposed to be all PvP. It was supposed to be all PvP. And they stopped that, and then they made it, and then they didn't have the PvP out for a bit, and then what they ended up doing was they were just like, okay, well, you want PvP, we're going to what was it? What did they end up doing? They ended up making it so that way before you set sail, you can flag for PvP and you're part of the open world PvP at that point. I think that that's actually a great system, because then I can sit there and say, well, okay, I want to go and experience the deep desert, but I don't want to be PvP. But because I just want to farm or just gather some resources, and I want to do it in peace because I've had a long day and I just don't feel like dealing with people. Or, and I need to just work on this. Or, you know what? I just go and, let's see, fabricators. Okay, we've got the fabricator. I need the refinery. I need an ore refinery. That's the blood purifier. That's the small chemical refinery. I think we're gonna need to make that. The ore refinery, the improved blood purifier. We do need to place an ore refinery. I'm gonna put that. Like, this is gonna be the ore refining and fabricating section of this little base. I'm gonna probably have to put in more storage. I do want to. We'll put it over here. I know I'm gonna need extra power. I can't put in any. I can't put in. Oh wait, I don't think I. Yeah, I didn't research the actual wind generators. I didn't research that bit yet. Let's see. Fabricators. I can't put in the fabricator. So we'll put that actually up against this wall. Put that one right here. We've got our fabricator, we've got our ore. The blood purifier I've already got. Oh yeah, I gotta go do that real quick. Thought I got more blood than that. Guess not. We got our extractor. I still need copper ore, so I'm probably going to have to go south. I am going to have to go south and farm a bunch. I didn't see, or at least maybe I'm missing something, but I haven't seen any granite stone. Oh, there is copper ore up here. Okay, never mind. There is copper. I was like, do I have to go south to get that? Maybe? Okay, so we've got that. Need we're gonna deposit all of those. And we're gonna put this, let's see. Oh wait, wrong thing. We're gonna manage. I want to put this on enable, disable, fuel management, circuit 0, storage, has storage for batteries, general settings. Where is the? That's on circuit 0. How do I put? There's a way to change the circuit, I think. Iron ingots, iron ore, and water. I need it. Wow, that's gonna suck. Okay, I do need to make a bunch of copper. What I'm probably gonna do. Let's see. That's the cutter for storage. What do I need for that? I need an iron ingot. But I do need to make some. Okay, so we need to get. I guess we need to get water, and we need to get let me guess. I bet you. Refineries. Improved blood purifier that needs iron ingots. Copper ingots for the small chemical refinery. I need the chemical refinery, so we need that too. Rock and stone. Wind trap. That needs steel. That needs, and that's the repair station, and that needs iron ingots, and that needs copper ingots. Okay. We gotta go get copper. And I need a lot more water. So we gotta get blood and copper. So now we go in, now comes the fun part. Actually, wait, I'm wearing, aren't I? Yeah, I'm wearing a still suit. Like, I'm clearly wearing a still suit. I should just be drinking from the, oh shit, can't go out that way. I literally only have one door out. I've got to make more doors. Oh, you know what I wanted to do? I did make a door over here. What we're gonna do, because this is gonna have me drop out here, is build, change this over to the Chome set with a foundation. I gotta make that look like that because it just looks weird. There was a copper node. Ah, there it is. The hell? Come on, let me mine this properly. There. Son, bad. But make it blood and or rock and stone, but make it spice. Shit, we ain't even to spice yet. We have not yet begun to spice. There was another copper node there. That, oh. Oh, that is so odd. They mucked with something. That's not just a video recording problem. Like literally, that's not putting the marker where I put it. That's rock. I don't need that right now. Do you're gonna work on the trials of. I'm not gonna work on the trials tonight. Right now, my goal is to get like stuff in the base and have it ready to actually be able to be functional now that I've got at least the initial stages of it built. So I'll give you an idea. Now I'm going to continue building. I'm going to continue building in this area. I want to continue building. We're gonna, the space is going to expand over time. I've basically decided that I'm going to build and build and build and build and build. But what I want to do is, I know eventually you get pieces to expand the size, and I know that the taxes are going to be insane because I have taxes enabled. I want to expand this base all the way up to the side of that. Like, I literally, if you look at, and I will, there is a lot of area. That's why I started this here. Because there's literally a whole lot of area and a whole lot of flat and a whole lot of cool stuff. And the verticality, that is the one thing that I think that is huge in this game, even more so than it was in Conan, especially since you could really only build on these islands to a point, is that you could get very vertical, and like this whole thing, that's just a start. Then we can start expanding up onto there. Then we can expand up onto these platforms. You know, it just keeps going. Dude, thank you for the lurk, man. I have while the buildings themselves will continue to be brain farted into existence, I have a general idea of what I wanted. I have a general idea, because there's so much. There's literally so much up here. Like, look at all this. I mean, eventually we're going to have to collect a shitload of money, pay taxes, all that good stuff. I know the taxes are coming in. I don't know. I still don't know exactly how the tax system works, though. Do we literally just go to freaking... Do we go somewhere to pay it, or does it just automatically deduct out of whatever money we've got? That's one thing that I haven't figured out yet. No, it's actually the stuff that we've got to do. The deposit scanner would come in handy, I will say that. I need to, that's one thing that I need to craft once I'm able to. I didn't mean to, shit, I didn't mean to do that. No, that... I've got to figure out, I've really got to master I don't know why it's having my bit. I think that this thing tries to have the bit rate. And yeah, I need to figure that out. Oh well. Anyways, let's do get back to the game. It's YouTube is being picky about the bit rate, and I'm like, I'm at 7 megs. What I'll do is for tomorrow night's stream is I'll like double the allowed upload bit rate, and then see if that fixes it. Because I think that that's what's going on. I think it just needs to be doubled. what you get when you use a free plugin to multi-stream. But yeah, I want to expand the base up this hill. I don't want it to be just here. It's only just here for right now, and then we expand. And then we start building in multiple directions. I do need to... Oh, wait. I can just go through that. I also need to get furniture in here. I mean, I do need to make it look lived in. And there is a bunch of cool furniture. So we're going to have to do that. Copper ingot, max 30. Wait, let's see. Can I make fuel cells?
Raiders are inbound. Shield wall now.
Coin!
Jesus, thank you for the raid, dude. What's going on? Welcome in, everybody. What is up, guys? How y'all doing tonight? Sin, welcome in, guys. Quinn, I hope you had a great rest of your stream, bro. I hope that you had a great day, sir. Thank you so much for the raid. Somebody is redeeming. Okay, I will stretch. Oh, look what I did. Yeah, somebody went and changed my voice. You know, somebody went and changed my voice.
Oh my god, it's making me so moist, you wouldn't even fucking believe it.
Jesus, you know, Sin suggested I'm betting Coin told somebody to change my voice. I'm betting Coin told somebody to do that. Cause that's what Coin does. How's it going, guys? How you doing tonight? How was the rest of your stream, man? I'm finally set up with something other than a box for a base. Really?
We're gonna go straight.
Like, as soon as, you're gonna redeem. Today was amazing. I'm glad, man. I'm glad. I'm glad that it was amazing. I really am. My voice is not that amazing right now, though. I know my voice is not that amazing right now. Let's see. Thank you. Oh, thank you for the bits. Thank you for that sticker. Stephanie, welcome in.
Welcome, Viking
Thank
girl.
you so much for the follow. Guys, welcome in. I hope that you all had a great day. I hope that you're doing good. I'm Dragus13. I pretty much live my life in Dune now. I've become fully addicted to this game. Even though I almost swore off all survival crafting games, this one's got me hooked again. And, yeah. I'm also an overgrown, according to one member of the community, I'm an overgrown 5th grader, so, you know, we're adults here, but we like to have fun. That's all I do. You know what? The Odin voice is at least better. Like,
You love my very natural voice. How long is...
It's going to take as long as I decide that it's going to take. And if you keep redeeming the voices, I'm going to drag it out even longer. At least with this voice, it sounds like my nuts dropped, okay? So, yeah, thank you. Thank you for that. At least it made my voice deep. They dropped that. They became freaking boulders. They became boulders. Let's see. Okay, what was I doing and why? Oh yeah, we're getting some blood. Quit shooting at me, Marcus. It's been a good mess since we've had back. It has been a long time since I've had back-to-back voice changes. Yeah, no, it can't get any lower. They're hanging. They drop through the floor. Welcome in, guys. Thank you so much for the raid, man. I hope that
you all had a good day, and I hope you had a good time in Coin Stream. It's always a good time over there.
Welcome, Viking girl.
Baked Yam, thank you for the follow, guys. Yeah, thank you again. I really do.
Welcome, Viking girl.
Dark Wolf, thank you for the follow as well.
Welcome, Viking girl.
And Sea Dog, guys, seriously, all of you, thank you so much for the follows. Tonight we're working on the base. I avoided building a base. Like, I literally avoided building a mansion in the very beginning of this game, and I'm glad I did. For story reasons I won't spoil. But, like, literally, I finally built myself something more than a box. And right now I'm trying to work on putting stuff into the box. No, dude, you deserve it, man. Like, guys, if you're here and you're not following Coin, what are you even doing? Like, go drop the man a follow. He literally is hella entertaining. He's a lot of fun to watch. He's just a genuinely good dude. I've had the pleasure of knowing him for about 4 years now, and it's you know, due to survival crafting games that we kind of met. So definitely go drop him a follow.
Welcome, Vikinger.
Panda, seriously, thank you for the follow as well. Yeah, dude, it feels like forever, doesn't it? It's like been almost as long as I've been streaming for sure. Let's see. I'm not doing, well, let's do this. What is the lighting? Salvaged metal. That is a dispenser lamp. That's a Atreides glow globe. Where does that go? Standing light, short standing light, wall light. I want to see what the lighting in this is kind of, I've heard is, that actually works. That's actually not that bad. I gotta probably line that one up better, but for now it works. Any friend of Coin is a friend of my Bamboo. I really, seriously, I appreciate that. I'll be back. Gotta eat this food. Pull you up on the TV. Dude, enjoy the food, man. Not sure if you're already thinking of this, but I would highly recommend not going totally insane until you unlock Paga base. No, I'm not going. So the thing is I'm not going to go totally insane. But this is the beauty of this is I have multiple servers, or I have my own server. So literally I can build anything I want, anywhere I want, anytime I want. And like, while I will not go completely insane, like I said, I have plans for this base to expand all the way up the side of this hill at some point. Not right now, but it will. And I'm not building anything any bigger, but I am making sure I have all of the stuff I need for crafting for now. That's what I want to do, is just make sure that I can craft everything I need to craft, better storage, some of the better stuff to be better equipped for dealing with this area of the map. Now, eventually, we'll build something with the end game materials for sure. That will definitely go. You know, I probably should. I want to change this. I just realized that I don't like that. We're gonna change back over to this. I don't like that. I like this. Thanks for seeing Coin play this. I've been very tempted to pull the trigger and try it out. So, I mean, okay. If you've played Conan and you liked Conan's building, you will enjoy the building in this. It's a little bit different, but obviously it's very much Conan building. Like Funcom, my two favorite building systems in survival games, I won't get into Enshrouded because that's another level, but my two favorite are Valheim and Conan. Those are my two favorite building systems. So this system being, even having the jank that it has, I love. This has way more story than Conan Exiles had, which I also love. So for me, I mean, I will recommend this game all day, every day. I will recommend this game all day, every day. I think Funcom knocked it out of the park overall. Yes, there will be things that need tweaking. Yeah, we also, yeah, Panda, we built, me and the crew, the mods here, as well as a couple people who haven't been in a while. We built the entire city of Riften in Valheim from Skyrim. We rebuilt Riften, 42,000 instances, and broke it. We broke the game. Frames were in the toilet. I do have a base tour of the Riften build over on YouTube. You just might have to search my channel for it, but we built that over 7 months. It included the Ratway, it included the Ragged Flagon, and it included the Thieves Guild Cistern, all underneath the city that was on top of it. It was a feat. Okay, anyway, let me see here. Okay, I've got some lighting in. I'm gonna put more lighting in eventually. In Riften, you got 15. Dude, that was 15 FPS streaming without. That was 15 FPS without streaming. Streaming it, I was in single frames by the time we were done. Let me see. Okay, so we've got the fabricator. Like now that I can, let me see. What do I need to build here? Oh, we do need more water. I need water so I can produce iron. Yeah, and I had the idea originally. I was like, yeah, we're gonna decorate this thing. You're gonna be able to go in and sit down. There's gonna be food on the tables. There's gonna be this. There's gonna be that. I decorated all of the ragged flagon with food and booze and whatnot in the bar. And then I was like, yeah, no, we can't decorate this. There'll be no frames left. Wait, deposit blood. I don't know that I think I need a lot more water. Oh, you know, I should probably put in, let's see here. Small ore refinery. I've got 25 water, 5 iron ore, max 8. We'll craft that. I'm gonna go on a blood hunting. I'm gonna go on a blood hunting thing real quick. Because I need a lot of blood to get this all going. Now that said, I have to be honest, like once we got done building Riften, I couldn't play Valheim anymore. Like I have not been able to play Valheim for any great length of time since, because I was just so burned out after it. Oh, you know what? Do I have the stuff to make that? Like I still love the game, don't get me wrong. I just have not been able to play them. Oh, you know what? I don't think I researched the better blood bags, did I? Oh, I did. I need iron for it though, and I need micro sandwich fabric, which I don't think that I brought up. Take breaks for us. Keep going back to Valheim. See, I'll get back into it now and then. This is the thing that I think that has made Valheim harder to get back into for me, is that number one, we start over. Dude, right around us. Okay. The thing that made Valheim harder to get back into for me was just that I knew that I had to unlock everything, and everything's really behind a lot of progression, and I didn't feel like doing that grind again. And we started over. Like I got rid of my character, the whole 9 yards, so we fully started over. And I think that that's one of the reasons why it kind of just didn't work for me anymore. But I do still love the game, and once they finish it, I'll say once they finish it, I'll probably check it out again. I think right now...
Welcome, Dranger.
Pinky, thank you so much for the resub. Thank you for the Prime resub. Here's from Argentina. Good luck, bro. Dude, I appreciate it. I hope that you're doing good. But yeah, like this game has fully sucked me in. I'm not even gonna make any. I'm 100% all in on Dune. The thing is that I do not intend. I'm not rushing to the end game. I don't care. I care to progress, but I don't care to. Like, I want to enjoy everything that I can find and everything that I have in it. And then once I get to the end game, it'll be more enjoyable because we'll have figured everything out. We can build mega bases. We can do all the fun things that we want to do at our leisure, including mega base builds. That's one thing that I will give Conan and Funcom credit. You can build some massive bases in their worlds. I have 2 friends I'm trying to convince to give Dune a shot. Seems fun so far. It's so good, and I mean, honestly, like, we're on a private server, so as much as it would be cool to have other people running around, it is a little bit less hectic, and we don't have to worry about the land claim as much. And while it is a private server, it is open to members of the community. It's not just for streaming, and I am opening it up. The one thing I think Funcom really needs to do is they need to get this out on other platforms, and those platforms need to be need a everything pile in your house, stuff you don't want that is can't figure out what to do with. I mean, it's 100% worth playing if you like survival games like Conan or Valheim. Yeah, it is. I honestly think that like the world itself and everything that's in here, so I feel like it'd be fun to play a smaller group, less chaos maybe. Less chaos, more room to play, and more room to do stuff. The idea is so we've got a guild. I want people that want to play the game to join, and to join in on the server. I will 100%, like I said, the server is open for people. Ah, shit. Ad break.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
Oh, is that sandstorm on its way here? Oh, it is. I think we're gonna get hit with it. Yeah, jump in. You know, there are some rules. There are some rules for joining the servers. I want to see if this is considered protected enough from the sandstorm. I'm close enough to a door, so it's not a big deal. Oh, you know what? I've got a couple minutes.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
Have 2 of that. Oh, I need to get a recycler built. Oh no, do I have the stuff to build a recycler? Ah, I do have the recycler. Bad break over yet? Okay, the bad break is over. So yeah.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
This server is going to be around for a very long time. I will be playing this game for a very long time. I want to get people who are interested in being part of a guild that is going to be active. Okay, this actually does seem to and the idea will be that we are open for PvP. You know, we play together, work together. PvP will be a thing, not necessarily like us fighting one another, but like, you know, participating in the end game PvP, doing deep desert stuff, and participating in the politics. Like, that's the thing about this game and this world, is that it is all about politics and conflict. It is not. Yes, people in groups will work together, especially if you're like Atreides and the Atreides versus Harkonnen versus this versus that. The factional, but I want people who want to be involved in that. I want to play that. Why am I? Oh, because I'm not fully shaded. It's nice to know that this, even with the opening, is considered safe from the sandstorm. I can stand out on my porch and watch the sandstorm. What do you want, cat? Meow. Guys, I am gonna take a really quick break though. Oh shit, it's 7:44. Yeah, we're gonna go like an extra half hour tonight. I do need to be up in the love really digging my teeth into games. I always like building and being constructive and all that. See, the thing with like with a game like this, it's always more fun with friends and it's always more fun with people and it's always more it's always going to be that way. Like you can solo, and don't get me wrong, it's fine. No, Marcus, behave. Um but overall, like, you want to play with people. You want to that's the whole idea. That to me, survival crafting games, you can play them solo and you can do challenge runs and you can do challenges and whatnot, but it is a lot more fun when you've got a group of people that are working together, or at least, you know, you have some socialization. I like being social in these. Okay, I've got to build the improved blood sacks. I think I have the material. I might. Well, no. I need more microfiber. Wait. We'll just take all of this. I need to get more microfiber. I bet you I have a ton of it sitting down at my base. I'm sure that I have a whole bunch sitting down at my old base. Well, sitting out in the elements. I've been that player, but usually I like working towards an end goal. See, again, that's where I'm just like, I would love to have enough people to play regularly and get and do end game content, but also have people that are playing, like, even when that kind of there's somebody going to be on at all times of the day. Is that always possible? No, it's not. I understand that, but you know, we'd have regular, not just when I'm on, you know. I think that they do need to get this out to console, and it needs to be crossplay. That's one thing that I think right off the bat needs to happen sooner rather than later. Let me see. What was I? Oh yeah. Crafting. That's the small blood sac. Didn't I wait, I researched. Did I research? I did research it. Oh, it's the fabricator. I gotta make it in the fabricator. I hope everyone has a great night. I have to get ready for bed. Stephanie, have a great night. Get yourself some sleep, and I hope that you have an amazing Friday. Thank you again for the follow, and thank you for being here. I really do appreciate it. Howdy and happy almost weekend. Same to you, gamer. How you doing tonight? But guys, I will be right back. I'm gonna take a real quick break. I need to go see how my missus is doing and check in on her, and then we'll get back to the game. I'm gonna say right now, we're only gonna go maybe another half hour because I too need to be up early in the morning. But I will be right back. I always have an end goal too. It just doesn't always work out the way I planned. Alrighty. Let's see now. I am returned. Don't listen to that bot. Don't listen to that bot. Oh no, I did not want to. No, I did not want to refund. AI Alicia is not the best bot. Most of us are actually powered by caffeine and chaos. You have to see if you can play Dune on the Steam Deck. I don't know if it's supported on the Steam Deck yet. That I do not know. It would be nice if it was, but I'm not sure, man. I'm really not sure. Okay, let's look at the fabricator. Can I make... Okay, I can make the new blood extractor. Cool. Like that. The medium blood sac, I need more micro fabric for it. We'll go get that. Actually, we are going to... You can play it on the Steam Deck if you don't mind potato graphics. I mean... You might be able to. I'm not 100% sure on that. It might not look... I will probably pretty confidently say it is not going to look good. But it probably is playable. Recycle that. You know what, guys? I am going to take and go south, though. I'm going to go south of the wall. I know that I can get this stuff. I know that I can get the, well, I guess we could go exploring up here and go cave crawling for the microwave fabric. I just know I can get it there. That's all you need is the potato graphics. I'll just hit these caves. Screw it. I already hit that one. Let me see. Can I? They've got to fix this. This is kind of janky. I should be able to pin my mouse over. I don't know. Somebody said that was a thing while streaming, that it was kind of janky, like. I'll just park this in here because I can go hit that cave. I can go hit that cave from this area. It's only 157 meters above me. And above me. And above me. I shouldn't say it's 157 meters up. It's just 157 meters and above. There's also a camp to hit. I don't want to call them a camp. What do they call them in this? Like these settlements. I want to just call them settlements. Is that really up that high? Come on. Oh, the climb, boss, the climb. Oh, I can't drink any water. Oh, yeah, I know my stamina's low. There. Ooh, there's the, okay, this has got to be, where's the cave? This is kind of cool. Like I said, the verticality is what's going to make this even more cool to build in. Building like vertical bases clinging to the edges of the world. I literally walked past that cave, didn't I? Yeah, it's right around here. Oh, yeah, I bet, watch, this is where I, no. I was gonna say, this is where... Oh, shit! Come on! The hell? That was a dangerous. Oh yeah, there's big dick shit. Good lord. I need a bigger gun. Hey, no, I didn't even knock. I get right. I get a Gatling gun to the face. Let's see. Oh yeah, this withdraws a whole bunch more blood. There better be some good loot in here.
This is the Marshal's command. This is how it shall be. This is the will of the Lex.
There we go. Will of the Lex Arbites. Have you played the Arbites class yet, Paper, or did you get the DLC for it? For Darktide? I know that it's for sale. I'm gonna have to get it. I'm gonna make some soup and be watching what I do. Well, you'll make some. What kind of soup are you making? Soup is good. What kind of soup? We like food around here a little bit too much, and yeah, like if you start talking food, we want to know what you're making.
Raiders are inbound. Shield wall now.
Finish salmon chowder. Okay, I'm.
Raiders are inbound. Shield wall now.
I like salmon. I've never had a salmon chowder. What's up, Paper? There's that other camp right around. Or other cave. This is giving shit amounts of freaking micro sandwich fragment though. Or micro sandwich stuff. Like I'm tempted to go south because I got better there. Your answer to my question? You got the DLC. I gotta get the DLC. I'll probably pick it up and start playing around with the Arbites. I've heard the Arbites is a lot of fun. Attention, Block Potter. I am the Lex. Yeah, you did. You got it. You got Judge Dredd. Like, there's only one. I've literally only pulled like one freaking micro sandwich fragment out of each of these. I'm just gonna go south where I can get a whole bunch. And kill things easier to do it. The vertical access for more chests. Yeah, no, I usually do. But I also can go south and get a whole bunch of that material and not like run into a Gatling gun. Like, see what I mean? You know, you're not running into some dude carrying a Gatling gun. Taikito is the OG suit name. I made it with my mom. Now I've asked for my friends. Nice. A huge cave just north of the anvil. Yeah. They just made a missile system, and weapon leveling is so nice now. I've seen a bunch of it. This weekend I'm probably gonna play. This weekend I'm probably going to. I am going now. To be fair, I am going fishing this weekend, but I do believe that I am going to spend some time actually playing Darktide. I haven't played in a while, so, and since it's a new character, at least it's not a big deal to have to re-level him all over again. You know, you can't yell at me for like you might want to for the fact that I deleted all of my Darktide characters. Because they've changed so much, it almost made sense. Tuna, get your claws out of my arm. You're stretching and grabbing me is not doing you any favors. The new story mission system? Ooh. I heard that they made changes to that too.
Kitty, this is my pud pad. No, Kitty, you're bad, Kitty. No, Kitty's not pud pad. Come on, Kitty's being a dildo.
If it wasn't for the fact that I'm literally hooked on this, I might even be like, okay, tomorrow night we check out Dark Tide, but nah, I'm doing it. I still love that jank is hysterical. Am I carrying? Oh shit! No, you know what? Hold on. It's okay. It's the same missions as before, but with storyline. So they finally made it not just random, There's actually a point in story and kind of a cohesive thing, other than you're basically cannon fodder. I mean, I've played some of the newer missions that seem to have a little bit more story to the mission itself. I'm gonna grab myself an extra fuel cell. I also need to, I should probably drop off, see, can I make, what do I need for that? I need iron ingots. I need 20 iron ingots. How many, 20 might, I only have 10. Can I make more? Max. Also important. No, Marcus, I will get my own. Again, I appreciate the offer, but how you get experience in this game is by playing the game. Giving it to me doesn't give me any experience, unfortunately. So, while working together, when we get to end game, that's one thing. Right now, I want to find the stuff and do the stuff. Like, I might get a level out of making the iron. You know, that's the kind of the way that I look at it. I've got, well, I do have, I don't, the one thing I don't have is a lot of storage space right now. Before you start the game again, set your video settings to the default in the launcher. The update causes something to get gummed up with the hex code and cache load allocation of the shaders. If you just start the game without defaulting graphics, it runs like, ew. Dude, that's something that kind of annoys me with these newer games is like, even this one especially is like every time I load it up, oh, compiling shader cache. We have here. I have extra stuff. You know, one thing that I think that they do need to do, especially with the fuel cell system, is if I have a fuel cell that's partially full, I should be able to combine it with another fuel cell. Dabs dill on monitor for extra immersion. Oh god. Wait, what did the bot say? I missed what the bot said. Wait, tell what did tell Elon Musk what? I missed something. I've got to scroll up because I've got to see what this stupid bot. Lokito is the OG. Blah blah blah. Okay, that sounds like you kill an entire raid party through any sandstorm in these mission updates. Even more. There you go. Oh, combining fuel cells. Must needs to combine a few freaking brain cells. But yeah, like if I have a whole bunch of freaking if I have a whole bunch of partially used fuel cells, give me a means to combine them and convert them into one and fill them all up, not have like, oh well, you have this fuel cell that's partially used, but it's really gonna be, you might as well just throw it away because it's useless. You can throw it into the recycler at least, but like the partial ones, let me stack them up and make them one thing. I've seen a few up close, and they're like, I mean, if you wanted something that says, I don't know. It's like, oh, I want to stand out. Yeah, you're standing out, but not in a good way. Really not in a good way. Put that there because I don't need. I actually don't need. The funny thing is like one of the subreddits that I did join was called Cyberstuck. It's called Cyberstuck, but now because I joined that, Reddit thinks that I'm actually interested in Teslas, and I keep getting recommended all these Tesla groups for Tesla enthusiasts, and I'm just like,
music to my ears.
I didn't
pretty
say I
big.
wanted to
What,
see
Smear's
this.
place? Yeah, Factor's always warmed up. Let's go.
They're all over here in my area. They're all over the place. You know what? About it, because I am gonna make sure that I'm kind of asleep by like 9. Whoa, what? Oh, geez, that took a second to reload everything. What's up, Transpath? How you doing? Happy Thursday to you. That's not what I wanted. Not the thing that I meant to grab out either. There we go. Love getting Teslas and expensive German imports that drive like dicks stuck behind the garbage truck that frequent. Not being on them for a bit. Yay, great. Oh, well, I'm glad that you were able to. I'm glad to hear that you were able to. Paper, like, what is it? So you experience what I've come to experience, or I've come to believe is that if it's a Mercedes or a BMW, I can almost expect the driver to drive terribly and be thoroughly annoying. Because that's like, oh my god, this person's driving they're driving a Mercedes. That explains everything. And Priuses. I gotta say Prius just has a really bad blind spot. Like, Prius just has a really bad blind spot. Super big pickup trucks with lifted frames and super wide tires. Yes. The older Priuses are worse. Am I ready for the weekend? Hell yes, I'm ready for the weekend. I was born ready for the weekend. I'm looking forward to Saturday. I'm getting up. I'm going fishing. I'm gonna be going. My buddy is gonna be picking me up. We're gonna be taking his boat out. It's gonna be a blast. Sunday, I'm probably gonna do some surf fishing, and I'm probably gonna barbecue something over the weekend. I don't know why BMW comes with turn signals that drivers never use them. Same thing for Mercedes. What I don't understand is why there are like Mercedes and BMW SUVs and everything, and they will never be off-road. You are not taking a BMW off-road. You're not taking a Mercedes off-road. Shit, people buy Land Rovers that are meant for crossing rivers and don't take them off-road. Like, the Land Rover is literally built to do all of this stuff, and they don't even drive it for that. Sorry, I'm not trying to be an old man yells at clouds thing, but it's true. Fishing, make sure to get some chewing tobacco so you can spit on one bait, make the fish bite faster. No, that doesn't work that way, and nah, man, I've had my experiences with chew. Number one, I'm happy to say that I am 100% nicotine free. I still have my vape, only because I like the taste of it, and it's stress relief now and then to keep me from saying things that I probably shouldn't say to people. But for the most part, I'm good with I don't do that. I don't do tobacco or nicotine anymore. If I had a G-Wagon, I'd be taking that thing off-road. It's my anti-murder device that keeps me from, like, it's a pacifier. I'm not gonna lie. It's a freaking pacifier, okay? It really is. Where is my bike? Oh, I picked it up. Never mind. Like, where the hell did I put it? Okay, might as well grab the salvage metal that's here. I saw a Model S go off-road, well, less off-road and more brake checking me for driving too slow in a tight winding canyon 2-lane road and nearly flying off a cliff while brake checking. You have a winner. Darwin Award nominee. Like, seriously. Haven't they... It probably was on autopilot. It probably was on autopilot. I don't know if I'm going the right way to this cave or not, but, you know, we'll hope so. What was it? I saw a great freaking meme today that was like, I watched Terminator 2 recently, and it was all, and it was something about, like, you know, about an AI that starts a nuclear war and how you can kill people if you're dressed like a cop. And it's like, that totally doesn't resonate. I've got to find it again. Oh, is that the... No. Oh, this is the, No, this is just another cave. Oh, and the BMW on the same road going the other way, giving me the finger and running by me. Became an accessory to the dump truck route. Like, oh, this is the, is this the cave that we went to for the first story bit? I think it is. Nope, there's bombs. So it's See? Look at that. Like, there's, like, only 1 or 2 freaking whatchamacallits per thing. Here I'm getting, like, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's... I think that's, like, California drivers, there's drivers like that everywhere. I really thoroughly believe there's drivers like that everywhere. Yes, we have plenty of them here, though. The only ones that truly drive me nuts are the ones that go, like, 60 in the fast lane. Like, the speed limit is 70. Do 70. At least. Usually, the speed limit's about... If you want to really get into it, the speed limit is usually about 80. Because it's whatever traffic will handle, and the cops won't stop you at 80. You won't enjoy Boston? Hey now, just because everyone else doesn't go to the 200 mile per hour over the speed, it doesn't mean the other drivers even saying 200 plus miles an hour. Just keep up with the flow of traffic. And don't change lanes into the fast lane and slow everybody else down in the process. That's my only gripes. Like, other than that, for the most part, I don't have a lot. Well, I have problems with people who don't use their turn signals because, like, how do I know that you're going to turn? And especially on a road where there's no, like, actual turn lane. Well, yeah, and you shouldn't be in the carpool lane that is the fastest lane usually doing 60. Like, especially when it's an open day on the road. Like, go faster. You do 65 in the left lane, the 4-lane farm road limit 55, and people pass me doing 90 on the right in the morning when it's bugged. See, you know what? Those are the kind of people that are the reason why I will go 80 though, because literally I'm going 80. They're gonna stop them, not me. That has been my theory, and I'm sticking to it. A worm popped up somewhere. I gotta get in the shade. Now, if it's foggy out and you're trying to do those speeds, you're nuts. Like, you're nuts. I don't want to torment my transmission. You have a 4-speed. That's fair. And to be fair, the moment that you get up over a certain amount in your truck, you lose gas mileage. Like, my truck, I can safely do 80 and still be actually getting decent gas mileage. The moment I get up to 85, that's a little bit too fast. My wife's car, on the other hand, that thing go 85 and still be getting good gas mileage. Okay, you know what? I need to go. I'm literally just wandering around right now. How much? I have a bunch of the. What's my average in the truck? Dude, my truck's over 10 years old and I'm getting like 15 miles to the gallon no matter what I do. Like there is no. Yeah, it is not gonna get. Yeah, it's like 15 to 16 miles per gallon. It supposedly gets 20 freeway. I don't really do it. Now, my wife's car, shit. My wife's car, that thing is getting, like, averaging 40 to 50 miles to the gallon and takes 12 gallon, has a 12, like, maybe 10 or 12 gallon gas tank or whatever. It takes less, it's less to fill her car up and she gets better range than mine does. Yours is 20 years now, old now, and yeah, dude, she'll get up to 40 to 50 miles per gallon in that thing. She's got a newer Corolla. Like my Sonata, I can go to and from work for like 53 weeks on one tank. That's nice. Yeah, I'm in the South Basin right now. I'm in the let's get a bunch of materials part of the world. I'm in a newer truck with arms. You know, I saw the shame about the monthly payments and the lot the dropping quality. I mean, yeah. I've been thinking about the possibility of a new vehicle maybe next year. Right now I'm good. Yeah, and a full size, that's a different story. Full size is my truck, if I got the same version of my truck, if I got like the same version of my truck now, I would get way better gas mileage. Thing is I don't know if I mean, I want a truck because I like being able to carry my barbells, my fishing gear, all of that stuff. But at the same time, there's part of me that's like, I don't want a truck again. Yeah, 17 to 23, it's still a better improvement. I'll be honest, if really what I would love to have is a Rivian, but there's the problem of parts, and there's the problem of the Rogue is one that I'd look at. Now, see, the problem with the Rogue, I like the Rogue, but this is the one thing that I need. I need the ability to have a split hatchback. And what I mean by that is I want to be able to raise the window only while keeping the what should we call it? The tailgate up, so that way I could, like, for example, again, stick my barbells in the back and carry them to the gym and not have to worry about it. Yeah, while keeping the actual, like, hatch closed, not opening the whole back, which you have to do. They don't have. It's hard to find vehicles that have that these days. Well, you got all kinds of good stuff on your truck anyway. But guys, I'm gonna travel back up. But this is where we're going to have to end for the night because I do need to get my ass up in the morning, speaking of barbells. And I do need to go do deadlifts tomorrow.
Can I fly you somewhere today? Music to my ears. The basin is a pretty big place. I never miss the chance to let Smiley verbal.
The RAV4.
Storm rolls in.
I don't know about the RAV4. I don't really like the RAV4. Jeep Wrangler would probably work. But I've heard Jeeps have a lot of issues. Like, they're another one that's a lot of upkeep. Stellantis has a lot of issues. What is Stellantis? I don't know that. I maybe I'm just brain farting, but I don't know that one. Oh, they own Chrysler. Okay. You get a Fiat, Jeep, Cherokee, Renegade, Patriot, you're gonna have problems. Okay. The Fiat Chrysler one? Parent company that came out of the Chrysler Fiat merger years ago. See, I don't know. I am literally, like, I don't know that much. Like, I'm not really a car person. I just know what I want feature-wise on a vehicle. So I know that I probably don't want a Ford. If you get the American-made Jeep Wrangler Rubicon Commander, it's better. Okay. Okay, we've got to deposit the blood, but guys, this is gonna be where we're gonna end. I've got to do, much as I don't want to. We're gonna have to end. Tomorrow night, we'll get the rest of this stuff set up and running. Now give this sweet time. Ones that made for rock crawling off-roading, not the pavement princess people. See, that's the problem that's the thing is that, like, so many of them are pavement princess cars. Is like I was saying earlier, you're not taking a Porsche Cayenne off-roading. Why do you have a Porsche SUV? Why do you have a Mercedes SUV? Why do you, other than a status symbol, why do you have a Land Rover if you're not going to take it Land Roving? Again, old man yells at clouds, I understand. But Anyways, guys, thank you so much for being here tonight. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the raids. Thank you for the resubs. But most importantly, guys, thank you for your time. It is the one thing that you can't get back. And that you choose to spend your time here with me, it means a lot to me. If you're not following the channel already, please drop a follow. We're here Monday. We're gonna be here Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday playing Dune. Also do feel free to jump into the Discord. It's how you get access to the server and keep up on things going in the community. We got a great bunch of people in there, and we usually have a good time. We do play a bunch of different
Welcome,
games.
Vikinger.
Snugsy, thank you so much for the follow. We do play other games in the Discord. You know, we'll get together and just play some other stuff. I just bought a small SUV because I'm gonna have a baby. Also needed something newer than 2010. First of all, yeah, something newer in 2010. That's kind of the boat I'm in. My truck's from 2012. But second of all, congrats, dude. Congrats on the baby. But guys, have a great night. We'll be back tomorrow night for some more Dune. Thank you so much, Snugsy, for the follow. And again, guys, thank you for your time. It really does mean a lot to me. It's why I do this. If you had a good time here, then I've done my job. Let me go to let's see who we can raid tonight. You have a great night. Also, we're gonna stop over on YouTube. If you've been watching over on YouTube, please do subscribe. It'd be greatly appreciated.